Hi, my name is Ruthie Simon, and I am a Los Angelino in London with my heart yearning for Yerushalayim. I'm a wandering Jew and a wondering Jew, and I wonder what Jenny would add to this project. She lived positive speech. I knew Jenny and her family, and it is an honor to contribute to this project in her memory. Jenny was thoughtful and insightful, and in her unassuming manner, she impacted on so many. May this noble project extend her precious legacy. Ona'as Devarim, causing pain with words. How is it destructive? Our theme, positive and negative speech, will hopefully make a paradigm shift for us. The first example of speech in the Torah is the third verse of Bereshis, Genesis. Vayomer Elokim Yehi Ar. V'yihi. And Hashem said, let there be light, and there was light. The Almighty creates light, as well as everything else, using words. And each time that God creates something new, the creation comes about through Hashem speaking, dibor. In Hebrew, we have the word davar, which means a word. It also means a thing. And so from the very moment of creation, we learn that the intangible can impact on the tangible, our very real material world. This seemingly simple expression comes from a word, a voice, a tone of voice, or even a facial expression, which has impact with the ability to create or destroy. When Adam and Eve, the first human, Ha'adam, was created, Hashem blew God's spiritual breath into Adam's nostrils. Humans possess a part of Hashem inside of us, which we call our neshama. This is a source of the unique human ability to speak. This capacity enables us to communicate and to create a relationship with one another and with Hashem. So what is speech? Speech is the tangible, audible representation of a thought, which also exists silently in our mind. Once we speak, we put a physical energy into the world through sound that wasn't there before. Our speech, dibor, creates a thing, davar. However, as humans, Hashem has gifted us with the great responsibility and power, which is the choice of how we will use our words. We all know the importance of not speaking lashon hara, as well as the importance of positive speech. But what is the impact of speaking? We build and break with what we say, even a subtle inflection. Consider the Torah's prohibition of ona'as devarim, oppressing another person through humiliating or exploitative speech. Indeed, the destruction of the Beis Hamikdash, the temple once standing in Yerushalayim, Jerusalem, Kamsa and Bar Kamsa, can be linked to ona'as devarim, harmful speech. Just as negative speech can be harmful and destructive, positive speech can build, it can create, it can heal. Let me introduce you to the experiments of a Japanese businessman with an interest in science named Dr. Masaru Emoto. In an effort to demonstrate that our tone of speech has a direct effect on the physical world, he took 2 separate cups of water from the same source and placed them one at a time in a room. The people present in the room began the experiment by speaking positive words to the water. He then repeated this again, but it exposed the water to insults, to curses, to anger, verbal abuse. Freezing the droplets from the 2 samples of water and examined the crystals that were produced. He reported that the drops that had been exposed to the compliments, words of praise, and affection caused a formation of magnificent, intricate crystals. But in contrast, the droplets that had been exposed to the verbal abuse and negative statements had a very different looking formation. He did further experiments. For example, he demonstrated how the fermentation of rice was influenced when exposed to bullying and abrasive speech, abusive speech, versus gratitude and love, as well as ignoring and indifference. His conclusions were that the gratitude and loving intentions affect even the most benign substances, pure water and simple rice grains, in a very, very positive way. Conversely, bullying, indifference, create conditions that encourage rot and mold. This experiment has been used by others, including experiments that have been done on seed and plant growth. Who remembers Talk to Your Plants of the past century? A friend of mine, Melanie, with her children, replicated similar results here in the UK and was astonished at their findings. Now, while some have challenged on scientific grounds Emoto's technique and results, it is at least a compelling metaphor for the effect which speech can have on those around us. Imagine telling someone who lovingly gives you a present and you respond with, "What a gift," or "What a gift." We don't need experiments to prove the impact of how we speak. Educators, parenting specialists, and therapists now say what our Torah has taught us all along. The way we speak, both positive and negative, has a dramatic influence on others and on our very being. Thank you for this opportunity. May this project continue Jenny's legacy.